Retreat. Let's shoot to kill.
I'm Colonel Savril.
I would advise Madame and her secretary not to look.
Is he one of our people?
He was a member of the embassy staff, but he was not an Istrian national. The chauffeur assigned to Madame Rodos.
Murrow?
I'm sorry, Miss Rosewhite. He had no business in this part of the embassy.
Notify the American authorities.
Feeding the pigeons is a tremendous turn-on. But if it's all the same to you, I promised my parole officer a fast set of tennis.
You're not supposed to play with your parole officer.
It's your fault. You always assign the most muscular girls in the SIA.
Strictly to keep up appearances. We want you to look like a big-time playboy, so we provide you with convincing play toys.
And tennis is an ideal image. Rich, healthy, and harmless.
Not the way you play it. Both on the same side of the net. Here we are, third bench on the right. Sit down.
What are we doing, Noah?
We're making contact.
With what, a squirrel? Come on, I'll lead you home. A course of hydrotherapy and you'll be back in business.
Quiet, here she comes. Don't look up. She may be under surveillance.
Her shadow's got a great figure.
It's all right to talk. This is Mr. Mundy, Al Mundy. He's a specialist.
I'm a thief.
He's a thief. We use him on special assignments. Al, this is Nancy Ross White, SIA Counter-Espionage Unit 3.
Before we start, I'd like to compliment you on your terrific shadow.
Overlook his little quirks, Nancy. It's the maladjustments of a genius. Al, Miss Ross White has infiltrated the Istrian embassy as the social secretary to the ambassador's wife. The SIA objective is a microfilm record of Istrian agents operating against the interest of the United States. One of our agents, V.W. Morrow, came close to getting it, but not close enough. He died last night in the line of duty. Proceed with your report.
Murrow was killed by 2 members of the Istrian security force. They're a hand-picked police under the command of Colonel Savril.
Savril was trained by Himmler in the early days of the Nazi SS.
I'm sorry about Murrow, and I appreciate the history fill-in, but why tell me? I'm not a spy. I don't like spies. Present company accepted.
Nancy, tell him what Murrow told you before he died.
He had just gained access to the safe in the embassy office, but there was no sign of the microfilm record. He left me, and within minutes I heard a series of gunshots from automatic weapons directly below me.
Wait a minute. What room was below you?
The main reception salon.
Look, I'll leave you two to wrap. I've got an appointment.
Stay put, Al. You heard Miss Ross White? The microfilm record was not in the office safe.
Well, maybe the ambassador has it hidden in his shaving kit.
Maybe he has. And if so, we need a specialist to dip in and deliver it to us. Come on, Al. It's a classic heist. Microfilm in a hidden safe in an enemy embassy. You can knock it off with your eyes closed.
And get myself knocked off at the same time. The answer, Noah, is no.
131425.
What does that mean?
Oh, that's Mr. Mundy's private number. One he has stitched over his uniform pocket at San Jobel Prison. Now, what were you saying, Al?
I was saying, you can count on me, Noah. The answer is yes.
Good. Well, then I'll leave you two to work out the details. Try not to look at each other. The parolee is hereby remanded in your custody. Good luck.
Miss Ross White, would you mind turning this way so I can see your face? If I'm going to die, I'd like to know who's going to be waving goodbye. No wonder you cast such a pretty shadow. Why do they call it Claridge House?
It used to belong to the Claridge family.
Now, that makes sense.
They donated it to Embassy Row, and now it's the Istrian Legation.
There's a bomb shelter in the basement. Do you know anything about that?
They've converted that to a theater for private screenings, music recitals.
A converted private residence. Now I know what to look for. Here's the staircase. Here's the main reception room.
Here's where Murrow was killed.
There's your answer. A wall safe up on the mantel.
Behind the portrait of the premier. No wonder they keep the reception salon off limits to embassy personnel.
Off limits?
They only open it on state occasions, cocktail parties, receptions. And there's always a guard of honor posted beside the portrait.
Is there any other security?
Colonel Savril's men patrol the entire building.
Do they stick to a regular schedule?
Like clockwork.
All right, here's the gig. I'm going to give you a pill to lay on Madame Rodos. It dissolves in tea or coffee. When she trips out, you call for a specialist, Dr. Van Munde from Vienna.
I want you to take a letter to Stuart Alcott.
My address book is in my room.
This is the second time he has left my name out of the guest list.
Why don't you let me call him? I went to school with his niece.
Tell him the ambassador is extremely upset.
Oh, Major Kazan. I'm worried about Madame Rodos. She hasn't been feeling well.
Would you like me to notify Dr. Avrim?
Let's wait and see if she develops a temperature, and no need to worry the ambassador.
I understand.
Major Kazan! I think she's fainted. You call Dr. Avrim. I'll stay here with her.
Yes. Tell Colonel Savril Madame Rodas is very ill. I am calling Dr. Avrim now. Yes, sir.
Dr. Avrim.
This is Major Kazan. Come to the embassy at once. Madame Rodos is very ill. She is unconscious.
Did she fall?
I don't know. She is lying on a chaise in her room.
Did she eat or drink anything that could have caused it? Major Kazan, I can deal with the emergency better if I come equipped. I'll bring heart stimulants and the stomach pump. Fortunately, a colleague of mine is with me. Dr. von Brunner. He is a specialist in internal medicine. We'll be there in 5 minutes.
All right, Dr. von Brunner. You're on.
Beautiful. I look like the heaviest shrink in the West.
Is it serious?
She is unconscious. I called Dr. Avram. He is bringing a specialist.
All right. Does the ambassador know?
Not yet, sir.
All right, I'll tell him. You wait here for the doctor. Madame Rodos is ill.
His Excellency is asleep.
Dr. Avrim is on his way. If it's serious, we'll wake him.
The chauffeur you had to shoot.
The Madame has seen people shot before.
I didn't mean that. I'm suggesting that more attempts may be expected, as long as His Excellency insists on keeping the microfilm record here in the embassy.
The microfilm is perfectly safe, as long as I am in command of the security force.
I hope so, Colonel Seville. I hope so. His Excellency has sent a dispatch to the Premier, telling him that the full responsibility has been entrusted to you.
I intend to live up to His Excellency's trust in me.
Major Kazan.
Good evening.
This is Dr. von Brunner.
Yes. This way, please.
You have been with her all evening?
Yes, she had supper sent up to her room. She only ate a few bites. I thought she looked pale.
Mm-hmm. She had tea?
Well, she complained of a chill.
This is Dr. Avrim.
Dr. Avrim?
Colonel, this is my colleague, Dr. von Brunner.
Doctor?
I must ask you to wait outside. Please.
I would prefer that a member of the security force be present, Dr. Avrim. The lives of all members of the diplomatic mission are my responsibility.
Medical examinations require privacy. I will take full responsibility.
The Premier will expect a complete report of your findings, certified by a witness.
Dr. von Brunner will be in attendance.
Dr. von Brunner, may I see your papers?
I am sorry, Colonel. I am not of your country. My passport was issued in Vienna.
I will observe personally, Dr. Avrim. Please proceed with your examination.
I would prefer not to move her. Perhaps we could arrange for a partition, no?
There are some screens in the sunroom. Would you help me, Major Kazan?
Very weak. Very weak. Congestion in the trachea. Dilation of the pupils.
Cyanotic.
Points to an allergenic reaction. Does she use barbiturates?
Pentothal in her diet control prescription.
There is a possibility here of vasomotor collapse, huh?
This way.
Major Kazan. Go down to the control room. I want to take maximum precautions.
Is something wrong?
His Excellency's aide spoke to me in a manner which I did not appreciate.
Sorry?
Oh, he would like to see the security force discredited.
Oh. Well, perhaps I should mention his attitude in our next dispatch.
Yes, we must protect ourselves as well as others. Go.
Yes, sir.
Would you mind moving the lamp closer?
schedule.
You have 6 minutes.
Injection, Doctor?
The solution ought to be heated. The fumes are rather pungent, and we need to light the alcohol.
I don't have a match.
Colonel Sevril, may we trouble you for a light? This medication does not dissolve in cold solution.
Oh, well, I have a lighter.
Here, on the table.
Dr. Avrim, as quickly as possible.
We are preparing the injection, Doctor. Good. Coming, Dr. von Brenner.
Excuse me. Mm-hmm.
I hope Madame Rodos doesn't have to go to the hospital.
Well, we'll wait and see.
I'm not very good at waiting.
Well, perhaps I make you nervous.
Oh, no, I appreciate you being here.
Would you like some brandy?
No, thank you.
Dr. Avrim, some brandy?
Not for me, thank you.
Dr. von Brunner?
Would you like some brandy, Doctor? Later, perhaps. Her coloring is returning to normal. How is her pulse rate?
Major, approaching the east door.
This is Major Kazan. Approach alert, east door. All stations, seal off the east wing. Allow entry. Shoot to kill.
Secure this side.
He had to come this way.
Nobody passed me. Unless he was in there.
Mission a bomb. They saw me coming.
Are you hurt?
No, but Noah owes me a new jacket. Is my beard on straight?
I thought you were dead. She's waking up. You better take over. She might recognize Dr. Avery.
Those shots, Colonel, are we safe?
Did anyone come in here?
No.
The patient is recovering. She needs rest and quiet.
Miss Ross White is a capable nurse.
And at this time we were leaving, I'm sure she'll be fine.
Did anyone come out of this room?
No. They were here. Both of them. I was with them the entire time. Your man is in the East Wing.
It is sealed off.
Then you've got him. And Miss Ross White will stay here. I will escort the doctors to their car.
Good night. You're a very brave young lady, I'll be the same.
Doctor? I apologize for the excitement, gentlemen, but you'll be safe from here on. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
According to this, you've got 11 bullets through you.
Yeah, that's what you sent me into. Come on, Al. It's an easy heist. You can knock it off with your eyes closed. Eyes closed for keeps.
You must have walked through the main alarm.
You're wrong, Noah. You're wrong. There's no alarm.
Then how did they know you were coming?
They saw me, live and in person, the same as you. They've got a closed-circuit television system. I couldn't see the scanners because they're hidden behind one-way mirrors. As soon as a UFO object hits the screen, they turn on the transistor radios, tune in the guards, turn on the heat, and drop you.
An impenetrable security net. But you can't let that stop you.
I'm stopped. There's no way. If you want that microfilm, you'll have to write in for your copy.
I've got to have it, Al. Their agents are cutting us up in the Middle East. The Pentagon calls us a near-war situation.
Well, then you tell the Pentagon to send in a combat platoon in full body armor.
Body armor might work.
Yes, and while I'm twiddling with the dial on the safe, they'll be using me for target practice.
You can get by them, Al. Our scanners don't always stop you. You don't want Nancy to have to try it alone.
You're really a very mean man, Noah.
Well, it goes with the territory.
All right. Colonel Sevril is ready for any attempt to be made at night. But he may not be ready for a caper in broad daylight in a room full of people.
It sounds promising. Keep going.
There's a bomb shelter down in the basement. It's been converted into a private movie theater. If it's soundproof, we may have a chance.
I don't follow, but I'll order Nancy to case it.
I'll case it myself. I want to check the air conditioning, too. And I'll need the name of the TV service that installed the closed-circuit system.
When is the next diplomatic reception scheduled?
This afternoon from 5 to 7. It's in honor of the Istrian Ballet. The ambassador wanted to cancel it, but Madame Rodos is feeling much better. It's a very important social event, with cocktails and dancing and all the society columns.
We can make it. Get back and locate the wiring that connects the scanners to the security room. Do you think you can find them?
They must be near the fuse box in the linen closet. Do you want me to cut them?
No, take this bottle of corrosive acid. Pour it on the wiring. If they spot it, it'll look like a natural short circuit.
The repair service is Wesson TV installation in Georgetown.
One more thing. Does Madame Rodos permit rock and roll dance music?
No, but the ballet people are very mod. I'll convince her it's fashionable.
Why do you want rock and roll?
I want to practice my shing-a-ling.
Get Major Kazan. Tell him the television monitors are not receiving. The meter indicates a short circuit somewhere in the cable.
This is Major Kazan. All stations, alert.
Western TV.
Yes.
I'm Mr. Keating.
The scanners are mounted behind the mirrors in the foyer, hall, and reception room. The monitors are in the security room.
Yes, sir. We have the circuit diagram. Mr. Weston and I installed the system. Oh, this is my assistant, Russ Howard.
Yes.
We'll work our way back from the scanner in the reception room.
Well, can't you start here?
The one in the reception room is the main. The others are extensions.
This way.
Madame Rodos doesn't want the reception room left in a mess.
Mr. Keating.
Keating will take care.
The wiring runs behind the walls. We'll be out of your way.
These men will be working on the television cameras. This way. You will confine your work to this area of the room. No one is permitted near the Premier's portrait.
Yes, sir. I remember. Follow the 220 line to the cable and check the cable for fraying.
If you should need me for anything, I will be in the security room.
Yes, sir.
Everything okay?
Yeah.
The cable's connected.
Then the tape unit is tied into the main scanner.
Will that affect the others?
No, sir.
I've got to have a control switch out there.
There's a vase on the table right there. I can wire it for quarter turns. Record, rewind, and cut in for playback.
All right. Connect the speaker. I'll go upstairs and repair the damage.
Right.
TV repair service. Never come up behind a thief.
Do you attack?
We feint. There. Station NAZI. Back on the air.
Here's your invitation to the reception.
Brooks Amory. Sounds like a bestseller.
Correct. You're planning on writing Madame Rodos' life story.
A biography of a barracuda. I'll make my entrance at 5:15. You circulate the rumor about the winning film being shown from the Cannes Festival. And, save me a dance.
Hey, what if somebody sees us?
They'll think I'm repairing your scanner. I bet you grab all the delivery boys.
Oh, hi. How do you do it? It's so nice to see
It's
you
so good
again.
to see you again.
I'm so glad you could.
Mr. Brooks Emery, American International Publishers.
Mr. Amory, I'm so glad you could come.
Now, please, call me Brooks.
Madam Rodos, may I present one of America's most distinguished literary figures, Mr. Brooks Amory.
How do you do?
How do you do?
This is the author who can do justice to your biography.
Ah, the cellist is only as good as his cello.
You want to know all of my secrets?
Only the juicy ones, madame.
I'm not Shasha Gabor.
Yeah, it's lucky for her.
Oh, thank you.
His Excellency Ambassador Rodos, Mr. Amory.
A genuine pleasure, Your Excellency.
Mr. Emery, delighted to meet you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Colonel Sevril, Mr. Amory.
Charmed, Colonel.
My pleasure, sir.
What are you drinking, Mr. Amory?
Gin and it.
I beg your pardon.
Pink gin, good fistful of it, my dear. And a splash of bitters.
Would you care for an egg in it?
Not really, no. Thank you. Madam Rodos has really outdone herself. Raga rock, nerve thrill music, and my favorite group, the Raspberry. Would you care to skate?
I think I'll wait till they play a waltz.
How long before the receiving line folds?
Any minute.
Where's Major Kazan?
In the security room.
Is it true they're running a movie tonight?
The prize winner from Cannes.
I hear it's a head splitter.
You will agree to fall in love with me. Don't take your time. 'Cause I am restless inside.
Drift over by the flowers.
Lovely. Lovely. Is this an example of Istrian craftsmanship?
Handle at your own risk. Did you cut the scanner?
No. We're still being watched, but we're also being photographed by videotape.
Are they still going to show a motion picture?
Yes, the prize winner from the Cannes Film Festival.
Which door leads to the theater?
The north door leads to the bomb shelter.
I just hope it's soundproof.
The walls are a foot thick and the inner door is solid steel.
Is that me?
Here comes the ambassador. How long does the tape run?
15 minutes.
Isn't that cutting it a little fine?
You better start working on the gods.
tell Major Kazan. But Madame Rodo says it's all right for you to have a glass of champagne. I'll be back in a minute.
Thank you.
I think the guards are going to be a problem. My offer of champagne almost drove them to a frenzy.
Champagne is for us decadent Americans. Try something with hair on its chest.
His gin.
Straight vodka.
How long do the capsules take in straight vodka?
5 minutes or less. When I rewind the tape, you get ready to block the scanner.
I'd like to say get rid of your old man. You've been daddy's girl too long to realize that he sheltered you from love and happiness. You know it's true. I can tell because I see it in your eyes. But I'll wait for the day when you're free and you're lonely. Then I'll take my stand for your hand.
Major Kazan, this American music is giving me a headache. You come in here to aid the ambassador. I'll come to the security control room. Take over there.
Somebody who can fill his every dream. Then I know that someone must be you. 'Cause you're fine in every way, and someday I hope to say that
Colonel Savril just cut out. I was counting on him to be front row center downstairs in the bomb shelter.
Here comes Major Kazan.
Then we're all right. Colonel Savril must be watching the monitor. Now rewind. Block the scanner.
Miss Ross White is a very attractive woman. She must have bumped the glass.
Colonel Savril is now watching an instant replay of the party. We have exactly 15 minutes until the tape runs out. Start clearing the room.
Your Excellency, I have a surprise for you down in the theater.
Safdie told us. You have the prize-winning film from Cannes.
What is the name of it?
The Girls of Portofino. I hope it's not too sexy.
Quality is what counts.
Come on, everybody. We're showing a film in the theater.
It's a real winner. I saw it twice myself. In Cannes. I think you'll enjoy it. I'll do.
Now's our chance. It's all right. Madame Rodos gave her permission.
What is going on?
Is it all right to tell him?
It's up to you.
Tell me what?
Your promotion, Major. The ambassador doesn't want the colonel to know until the orders come down. But it's official. We heard him say so.
To Colonel Kazan.
Yes, congratulations.
Well, I hope you will not say anything until the orders come through.
I think you need a drink, Colonel.
Please, Major Kazan, until the orders come from the General Staff.
Well, we can always drink to the general staff.
No, thank you.
Some champagne.
Not while I am on duty, no.
Yes, of course. Well, we better hurry downstairs. We don't want to miss the movie.
You go ahead. I will remain here with my men.
You go on down to the theater, Mr. Amory. I'll take care of things here.
Well, what's ever fair. Wonderful news. Happy for you. Say, the ambassador wants to see you. Something about the projectionist.
American music. All sounds alike. Over and over again, the same thing, the same thing.
What's wrong? What happened?
There was something in that drink.
But I had one too.
That man you were with.
But he drank one too.
Stay where you are. Colonel Seville, send some guards. So, that is why you wanted me to have a drink. And obviously, I have not been promoted. I could kill you for that.
You didn't learn that in finishing school.
Hurry, we don't have much time.
Yes, ma'am. I'm hurrying. You know, when I grabbed you and kissed you, I took my life in my hands.
I never kill men while I'm kissing them.
It's a great way to go.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Not up here on the mantel.
I'm worried about Madame Rodos sitting down there in the dark.
Well, don't. She probably thinks it's some trippy new underground film.
What's the hearing aid for?
It amplifies the click of the tumblers. If I get bored, I can tune in Wolfman Jack.
Where is he? Where is Major Kazan? This is Colonel Seville. Locate Major Kazan and have him come to the scanner immediately.
What do we do?
Hang in. I've got 4 of the tumblers. It's a 6-figure combination.
What if Colonel Seville comes back?
He's watching the party. He thinks Major Kazan is in the crowd someplace.
But the guards are on camera. He'll wonder why they don't obey orders.
He'll think they can't hear over the music.
Can you hear me? This is Colonel Seville. Look at them, just standing there. Turn up the volume on your transistors. Hate that music. Well, we just have to wait until they finish playing.
Number 6.
Will it open?
If it doesn't, you'll have to send for a new thief.
Don't you realize you're in the presence of criminal genius?
Get the microfilm.
What's it look like? Right. This must belong to Madame Rodos.
Put it back.
Put it back?
You're not here to steal.
Just bumbling around on the mantel?
You saw what happened to the Major. Hurry.
Here he comes, Major Kazan. Major Kazan, this American music is giving me a headache. You come in here to aid the ambassador. I'll come to the security control room. Take over there. It's a replay.
A tape replay. Attention, all stations. Seal off the east wing. Approach alert. Emergency.
He's got us.
Is that what you're looking for?
Kiss you.
We'll go into that later. Come on.
Look out!
Inside, under the floor. In the air conditioning vent. It leads to the street on the side.
You think of everything, don't you?
We're a little late, folks. So good night.
Not quite.
Huh?
No, we'll want to return this.
Sorry. It's kind of a reflex. I can't help myself.
You did it again, Al. In more ways than one. Why can't you quit while you're ahead?
You want me to go back and put it in the safe?
No, never mind. I'll see that it's returned myself.
Oh, you go ahead. Take your time. I'll stay here and have a nice, quiet chat with Nancy.
Quiet chat with Nancy. You better come along with me.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
No.
Wait a minute. You know she's completely safe here with me. Now, what can happen with central control peering over our shoulder? He's got this kind of pipe dream where he thinks that I'm some kind of wolf, so he keeps me under constant surveillance with that electronic blue nose.
It's safe, Noah. We're well chaperoned.
You're right.
Let's keep it that way. You won't be needing this.